Hi everyone, you are listening to Ordinary Teens. If this is your first time here, make sure to check out our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube page. Bear in mind that this is a part 2, so if you want to listen to our previous episode, make sure to just check it out on Spotify, Anchor, and it should be available on all podcasting websites.
It was so sad because I saw this social experiment thing with this woman, and she was like pretending to catfish these people. So they were on a dating website, and her picture was her skinny, isn't it? And then when they went in,
Skinny?
yeah, she was skinny in the picture.
Okay.
And she is actually skinny, but when they went when she had the dates with different men, she put on this fat suit, to see their reactions. And then, like the majority of them didn't entertain it. They were thinking, but I guess I know where they're coming from, because she wasn't who she was in the picture, but they didn't even give her the time of day. They were just like, oh, you're like this, and I don't think I'm very comfortable with being here. So then they just left, and I think there was only one who actually stayed for the whole dinner to find. And then she later revealed, oh, this is a fat suit, by the way. I don't actually look like this. And you saw the relief on the face.
Oh my gosh. You know what? That's actually so crazy. Cute. Do you know what I literally watched a few hours ago? It was this video of so similar. It was like, but the difference was it was this girl, I think she was American girl, white, and what's it called? Yeah, she was put a profile on. It's a bit irrelevant, but she put a profile up with her hair out and everything. And then obviously guys they wanted to meet her. So then when they met up, she dressed up as a Muslim. So she was like fully covered.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
She was wearing like the full, everything. And then the guy, oh my gosh, I have never seen such disrespect ever.
Yeah.
They literally said, "What are you wearing?" when they saw her.
What?
And she was like, and she's still so beautiful, like her face, her features, everything. She looked, oh my god, so pretty.
Wait, is she actually Muslim though?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was just a social experiment.
Yeah, it was an experiment. And then they literally, so she was fully covered, wearing black and everything, headscarf. And then the guy was like, "What are you wearing?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, you're catfishing me. This is not on your profile. You didn't say that you wore these type of things on your profile. She's like, "Well, what do you mean? It's me. It's still me. This is a piece of clothing that I've chosen to wear. I'm just covering myself." And the guy ran. He fully was like, "Oh, sorry, I have to go. Like, it was like 5 different guys who just said, "I have to go." And I was just thinking, wow, she's literally covering herself just because she's not exposing her body for you to see. You've completely changed your mindset. I'm just like,
that's kind of like saying you don't want to see this person just because they chose to wear a skirt instead of trousers. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, are you only there to just look at her body? She's there.
I know, right?
Her everything, she's there. She's just chosen to not show her hair. So how does that make a difference? I don't know. It blew my mind. And then the last guy, she went up to him and she just said hi. And obviously it was so rude the way they left, and she was just standing there like, oh my gosh. Because it literally showed before she met up with more men, and she was dressed as the profile, and they were all loving her, like giving her presents, buying her things, buying her dinner, whatever. And then obviously when she was wearing the clothing, they didn't like it. But then the last guy, he saw her and he was like, "Oh wow, you look a bit different to your profile." She's like, "Yeah, it's not a problem though, is it?" And he was like, "No, that's fine." And then that was it. He was just like, "Yeah, so what do you want to eat?" And
yeah, normal.
Yeah. And then
that's nice.
Yeah, he was really nice. And then she told him, "By the way, this is an experiment." And then he just laughed it off. He was a bit embarrassed, and he was like, "Oh, can we still can I still get this date?"
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was sad. I mean, I just can't believe people are like that.
It literally is just some fabric. And
unbelievable.
I know.
It's choice. It's like, if you want to cover yourself, then you cover yourself. If people have, if you want to expose yourself, people are fine when you want to expose your body, but why is it not fine if you want to cover your body?
if anything, they're like for it, like they're supporting you to do it. But
Yeah.
when it's like the other direction, they're completely against it, which kind of shows like that they want that.
Yeah,
No
their
offense.
mentality.
Like, it's your choice. Obviously, when I'm not saying anything, like it's your choice. Anybody wants to wear anything, they can do that. But it's just how some people, some guys, some actually even some females, they just are so like angry to see someone covering their bodies. I'm like, what's it to you? Like, it's my choice. What's it to you? It's just very, very objectifying.
Oh, this might be slightly off topic and quite sensitive, the theme, but you know how people say when with women, and if they get raped, right, and then they put it on, like the rapist would say, oh, she shouldn't have been dressed like that, and she was tempting
Oh, I
me.
hate
And
that.
but then
That is, I'm sorry.
but then you see things like, okay, but you go to other countries and there's these women fully covered and they still do get raped as much as the
Yeah,
people
no.
in other countries who, you know, the
That's
women
just
who don't wear
bullshit.
much.
Using excuses.
Yeah,
I
rape
think that's
exists everywhere.
honestly, that's something I very strongly like feel for that. Not like I never experienced it, but that's something that I'm like, if somebody says that to me, I would just get so mad. Like, I am like, no, that is called making up excuses for rapists. That's why they keep doing this, because they have stupid people like you making excuses for them.
Yeah, that's just
It's not the lady's
gaslighting,
fault.
thinking it's the victim's
Yeah.
fault.
It's just, yeah, it's called bullshit. It's like someone got murdered, and then you're like, oh, it's their fault that because they were bleeding. Okay, like, just no.
You know, I hate it. How can you blame someone? Yeah, it's like there's been so many stories where like girls are fully clothed or they're not wearing anything revealing, and then yeah, they happen to get raped, and then the guy's like, "Oh, it's her fault. She was there. She was, what was it? She was leading me on, and she was."
Yeah.
I'm just like, you have, if you're in the right mental state, which is kind of off topic, but apparently, isn't it so funny how when it goes to court, that person is mentally unstable?
Yeah, always.
It's
No, it's
like, oh, they have mental disorder, or they can't fully. I'm just like, Q, do you know stuff about that?
Well, that they plead
The
some
excuses, yeah.
diminished responsibility
why
thing.
do they do that? How do they even get to like get away with that?
They just blame it on the mental disorder, and it's like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, or just suddenly they've got anxiety, or suddenly they've got like depression. I'm just like, how is that an excuse for
Maybe
your
in some
behavior?
cases that did kind of affect them,
In
but
some
Yeah,
cases,
it's different for everything.
but not in every single case. Now they're just using like stuff like that as an excuse.
Yeah, but
they just need a lesson on consent, really, and that no means no.
yeah, and it's like I read something about everyone tells their daughters to cover up and stuff, but really it should be the mothers educating their sons,
Yeah,
you know, on how to be. And that's true.
Yeah.
You should be teaching
That
them.
is true.
And
I know.
I don't know. This is
Instead
not.
of investing your time, like instead of trying to prevent someone from like crossing the road at this time so they don't get into an accident by a drunk driver, how about you actually teach that drunk driver not to drive while drinking, basically.
Yeah, but
Just
as a driver, he should know that, and that goes back to like morals. I don't get why a guy would rape. I just don't understand what's going through their head.
Can I have the question, please?
Okay,
Because this is pretty like I've no idea what you're talking about.
deep. No, we were just talking about what's it called? I don't even know what the question was now.
Yeah, I forgot the question as well.
Okay, the
I don't
question
know
was
either.
oh never mind, let's just
How
move on
off
to the next
task did
one.
you get there?
Pretty much. Like,
Pretty much,
all the
yeah.
way to the end. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
People follow trends instead of going where they want to go. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh,
I feel like trends
I think
for me are more just like inspiration than anything else.
no, this is about people, not
Well,
you.
I am
But
people,
like
so
you include yourself. Yeah, I know, but this is about people in general, and include yourself in the people.
well, I don't know why other people follow trends, but for me, it's because it's like inspiration and it's fun and something to do. I don't know.
I think
What trends are we talking about? Just in general?
Trends in
Well,
general, just like,
yeah.
I don't know, like makeup
Yeah.
styles, or, you know,
well, no, I think by this they mean everything.
everything. Yeah,
Like
I'm giving
fashion
examples.
trends,
Yeah.
lifestyle trends, everything trends, like just
Like,
trends.
what are lifestyle trends though? Because the only thing I can
You
think
know,
of is
like,
like fashion and makeup. That's what I'm thinking of.
well, for example, I don't know what I don't know what the current lifestyle trend is, but like there was a time when it was like trendy to like, drink those those healthy smoothie drinks and
Oh
like,
yeah, that's true.
exercise and like, you know what I mean? Like basically it's what like the famous people
Oh, okay,
do,
like
and then
influencing
it
stuff.
becomes trendy and other people try to copy their lifestyle and stuff.
Okay,
Oh,
go on.
I feel like some person out there, maybe, okay, that's going to be me now, but might argue this is some communist device to brainwash people into doing the same thing, and for no one to have their own distinct personality or anything, and following this trend is just really
But
you
then, don't you
becoming
think,
this
guys?
mindless drone.
Don't you think that's like human nature? Like from the start of time, this is just how people have been. It's not a new thing.
I agree with Q.
No, I
I
agree with
agree
Q.
with you. Yeah, I agree with Q because no,
It's like
it's not human nature. Like, in the past, like you stick with your pack, like in animals, like they stick with their pack because it's safe to. Because obviously if you go off on your own, you're gonna get killed. But now you're not gonna get killed if you go off on your own. But it's just like kind of
it's harder.
they still
Now it's more
yeah.
like of people don't want to be individual, do their own thing because it's just fear of being disliked or fear of being thrown.
And being an
Oh, okay.
outcast.
Not
Yeah.
fitting into the norm, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think
I
that
think that is why most people follow trends, because they want to identify themselves with, the majority.
yeah, with the popular like thing.
And it's unconscious. I don't think people like say, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy this because I don't want to be left out. No, I think it's literally people just do it because they just see everyone else doing it and they just want to like fit in. That's literally
Well,
it.
not every single person. There is a few people that obviously do think and they try not to follow trends unconsciously because yeah, once you start following trends like that unconsciously, it's like you're not living your own life. You're just like following.
But then
It's not
I get where Mer's coming from, because it's like, the thing is, this is a really stupid example, but like, bucket hats.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's no one used to wear those 5 years ago. If someone was wearing that 5 years ago, it's like, what are you wearing on your head?
Look,
Yeah.
Chris Brown wore it in that
No, it
royal
used to be
video.
more of a guy thing.
That was 5 years
I
ago.
think guys have
Yeah,
always
it's
worn
definitely a
it, but
guy
now
thing.
it's a girl thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, personally, like, I would have never worn that because I just think, that I don't know, I just wouldn't have worn it. But now I wear it, and it's
Yeah,
like,
because you got
I
the
guess
inspiration.
that's following a trend. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
but
following a
Yeah,
trend
no,
because
I get what you're saying. But it's different if you are like consciously making the decision to wear something because you like it.
yeah.
It's different. That's not bad. That's
It's
fine.
a way to
But if
control
you're doing
people into
things
doing what you want them to do.
unconsciously,
Right.
yeah.
But
Like
then
now,
you're not really hurting people by following fashion trends, are you?
well, you're not hurting anyone, but it's not good. You're being a sheep.
Yeah.
It's not good for you. It's like, for example, Kylie Jenner when she started putting the, that
Yeah, that stuff.
lipstick
Lip injection.
outside her lips. At first, some people thought it was ridiculous, but soon after, like everybody was doing it, like without even thinking.
No, but now it's like big lips are desirable.
I know, but I'm saying when this started, some things at first are considered ridiculous, and people are like, "Come on, who would do this? This is
I
so
definitely
stupid."
think
But
trends
people
are just a
do.
way for companies to make money, but it's appealing for a reason, if you get what I mean. Like, it's just fun to do, I guess.
Not really. Some things are completely stupid, and people just do them because a famous person did them.
For example, I think Joe's referring more to like TikTok things, like, all these stupid trending things that are just so like, they don't make any sense. Like, obviously I don't have TikTok, so if you showed me something that is normal on there and that's popular on there, I would find it really strange. And it's like,
Yeah.
I think it just goes to show like what trends are. They're just weird. I find them really weird. Like dances and I don't know, just getting out of context, but like I don't know. I do find trends really weird.
And also, it's actually kind of crazy, but there is like trendy like characters now. Like it's trendy
Yeah.
to be like this type of person, like to say these kinds of things. It's like they're even controlling how you act, okay, unconsciously. That's insane.
Yeah, I
It's
think the
trendy
unconscious
to
part is the worst
be
part.
depressed.
Yeah, that's the worst part because it's like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Oh
okay.
my
That is
gosh, I
one thing
hate
that
that
annoys me
Yeah.
so
so
much.
bad. Well, like,
I absolutely
it's
hate.
trendy to like have like childhood
Yeah.
trauma, so now everyone is like
Everyone
exaggerating their
has it. It's
childhood,
like
saying, "Oh, this caused me trauma, that caused me
yeah,
trauma."
or something, for example, like how
Yeah.
being like emo,
yeah,
wearing black clothes, having black eyeliner, all that kind of stuff. Like if you think back to like 5-6 years ago, it
Yeah,
was
that
like
everyone
it
it
was
was
like
like the the
dumb. It
emo
was like
people were
no
actually
offense,
emo.
I don't think that, but I'm just saying like people like the
yeah,
majority laughed at those people.
yeah.
They made fun of them, and now it's the cool thing, and those people are doing it. It's kind of like, what
Yeah,
is
most
going
people
on?
are emo now. Like suddenly they're
Yeah, like
emo.
suddenly
No,
everybody is dressing
yeah.
like
I don't.
that,
I don't
everybody's
agree
acting like
with how
that.
it kind of
It just
forces you into someone you're not. Because just be yourself, honestly.
Yeah, I don't mean to hate, but little kids that listen to Billie
Yeah.
Eilish and then fake depression, that gets me. That really
Oh
annoys
my
me.
gosh, that actually really
It
annoys
actually
me as
annoys me
well.
so much.
Okay. The next one is, and this is the last one. Is it the parents' fault or the government's fault that children are going hungry?
Oh, that is a deep one.
Children, the
It's very
parents.
deep.
yeah. I'm trying to think.
No.
What
So
you
are you
think the
saying that
parents?
No,
It's
I
child
parents
think
still
or
lives with the
government?
parent and they can't afford food, so the child's going hungry?
Okay.
yeah,
Child, they're
Personally, I
dependent.
think.
They're dependent
Okay,
on.
I think most governments should at least pay for kids, but then it depends because loads
No,
can't
that's why
afford it.
there's a benefit system.
No, okay, no. Think of a poor country. We're living in a privileged country. That's why we think, oh, the government can just pay for it. But if you think about a poor
yeah,
country, the government physically cannot pay for all the kids to eat. If you get what I'm saying.
yeah. I think if like the parent is
It
working
depends. I
very
think it
hard,
depends on
the
the
hardest.
country's
Yeah.
economic situation. So if it's a developed country, they have no excuse. But if it's a developing country
Yeah.
and they need that money for the country, they can't just give it away. Then
I mean,
you can't blame the
yeah,
country, then can you? It depends if they're able and they don't, I think.
yeah, but even in developed countries, there's still people going
Yeah.
hungry.
But I
Yeah,
do
even
think that
here.
the government tries. Yeah.
But then apparently they're
No,
cancelling
they're
free
not.
school meals.
Mm. They're not. They're to be okay, guys. I know we are pretty critical, but they have been giving like food to kids and stuff during this whole Corona thing,
That's
haven't they?
because after they put pressure
Oh no, but I've
onto the
heard a
government
lot about
to,
it.
Yeah, I mean, but then
Yeah, they were literally giving
yeah, there was
kids
that
like
whole
a few
when they
apples
opened
and
up their
half a
pack
bread
they
and
lunch.
stuff. It
changed it though.
wasn't
Yeah,
good.
they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because they got called out
Yeah,
though. That's
that's
because they
good
literally
though.
got
Don't you think that's how
called out.
stuff should work? If they do something wrong, you call them out and they fix it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be like it shouldn't even get to that stage
I
in
do
the
think
first
sometimes
place.
people are a bit overcritical of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they expect
Yeah.
too much. I
To
mean,
be fair, like, yeah, they in the end they did listen though, didn't they?
it would be bad. It would be different if they're like they hear it and they don't even do anything about it, which is worse
I
because
think
there's only so much we
people
can
feel
do.
like this because they pay
Yeah,
into the tax system, and they're working in this system which is operated largely by the government. So they think that once you see your child going hungry or whatever, that a lot of it has to do with that the government should be held accountable for
corruption.
that, since they're
yeah,
the ones that's supposed to be looking out for them, I guess.
But then it's kind of like getting into like capitalism and stuff like that. now, if you think about it, because what you guys are saying sounds a bit like,
What?
yeah,
Like a
that's the
socialist
word,
thing.
like a socialist thing. Like we know we live in a capitalist society, so you
Yeah,
know,
we're all
it's kind of
individuals.
just,
We all should
it's
look
bad, but
after, our.
yeah,
Yeah.
One another.
No,
That's
I'm saying
yeah,
socialism,
we
though.
look
that's
after
Q.
socialism.
ourselves
And guys, I think
with thingy.
that's
You mean like there's
capitalism.
a need to look after yourself,
Yeah,
but
so
kids
Yeah,
when
if
you
you
can't.
think
If
think
we're
about
about it,
talking
yeah,
about
parents,
this
it's
scenario, it's like
their
children
sole
can't.
responsibility for their kid.
Yeah, but sometimes
Yeah, for
parents
Yeah,
example,
and
can't.
then you
they
say,
Parents can't
the job
afford it.
they have and they work like as much as they can, but they
yeah,
still can't afford
let's say
to feed their
they
kids.
had a job and then now they're redundant, so they're not earning money and they can't feed the kids anymore. What do you expect them to do? There's not much. Yeah.
It's, I think, government's responsibility. Living
Yeah,
here
I think in
anyway.
our country it's government's responsibility.
yeah, if it gets to that point, yeah.
But then now I'm thinking. But imagine like you said, somewhere
Yeah.
else in a poorer,
Or like a really
then
big country. Like it's much
I still feel like it's not the parents' fault though, because then it's even it's like who there is no one to blame
then yeah.
in like
Then you just think about the whole
I don't
system
know.
in general.
It is unfair, I guess, because it is unfair because with
But
people,
then I feel like yeah, it's bad, but it's just how
yeah,
capitalism
you're
works,
going to
isn't it?
have the rich and you're going to have the poor.
Yeah. That's just the system.
Mm.
But yeah, I do
But
think
like,
our
I
government should
think it
be
shouldn't
paying
be
for kids.
like such a massive difference. Like someone who is like barely surviving, and then there's the rich who is like bathing in their money.
But then how would you enforce that?
I don't know, but I think maybe like
Because in
like
the
There,
past, countries that have tried to enforce that, it doesn't work.
do you know any countries, yeah,
do you have
that
an
try to
example?
enforce?
Yeah, like a communist
Russia,
country, like with yeah, like Russia, Soviet Union and stuff, that failed, didn't it?
Mm. I don't know. This is just a deep
Yeah, I don't
question.
think we know enough about this to be talking about
Yeah.
it.
Your final answer is that if you had to choose one, would you say the parents' fault or the government's fault?
I think
Mm.
government, if the parents are like working very hard, if they're trying, but if they're not trying, then it's obviously the parents' fault.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? I was
because
actually
some
going to
parents
say
are just
because the
lazy.
parents,
Yeah,
yeah, they could be like spending all their money on like
Yeah. Oh my God, those
alcohol and
parents are.
yeah,
drugs and all of this.
yeah,
Like that goes to a whole
yeah.
nother.
I
We could do like
I
a whole
think with
episode
this
about.
question, it's different for every
Yeah.
situation.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's too many different scenarios. I don't think I can give a generic
yeah,
answer.
because you have parents working,
Yeah,
I don't know, long
like
hours
yeah, like
for long periods of time in the week, and then they're only on minimum wage, and then they have obviously
Minimum,
mouths to feed, and then it gets too much because there's I don't know, it's hard. Yeah,
the pressure. Life is just complicated. It's just too many things, and I don't know. But I do feel really like I feel so bad when you see like because imagine if a kid is going to school and like that's the only
Yeah.
meal they're gonna get. Free school meal is the only meal they're gonna get all day. It's like and then just imagine if the government's taking it away from them because they need to put their funding somewhere else. I'm just like nothing should be
Yeah.
more important than
the kids should come
to
first.
stop it. But yeah. So should we end the episode
Yeah.
here?
That was a bit of a deep ending there.
Yeah. Can't even leave it on a light note.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
So that's the end of this podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed listening to this, and here are some bloopers from today's episode. Bear in mind, we ended up going very off topic, so these bloopers are really long.
Because like before, I had to like hold my phone to my face, but now I'm like
didn't your hand used to cramp doing that?
it did, it did. So then I ended up like putting the phone somewhere where I could
What?
just like I don't know, lean over.
Why weren't you using headphones before?
I don't know actually. I think I'm just being stupid. Oh, actually, I know. I think it's because I just thought, oh, you know how podcasters they like always speak into a mic. that type of thing.
Yeah.
So then I just thought,
Well, the headphones have a mic with it, doesn't it?
yeah, but no, I just thought, the action of you holding something like a microphone makes you feel like
Uh,
you're making a
that's
podcast.
more singer thing, not podcaster holding a mic. I don't think podcasters hold mics whilst they do it, do they?
No, but like they're speaking.
It's a standing mic, isn't it?
Yeah, directly into something.
Guys, I think I don't know what's happening to me, isn't it? I can't word myself properly. Like if it's texting, like I can a little bit because I take time to think. But when I'm talking, I don't even make sense. Oh my God. I sound like I don't even know.
No, I understand what you're saying.
But people
like,
won't. Like you guys do because I don't know, you just do. Oh my God. I think I should practice my English. Yeah.
She's bilingual,
I think
by the way.
you're doing
If
great.
this is in the bloopers, she's bilingual.
No, to make sense in English, you just put in a noun and put in a verb, and that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But like my brain is a bit confused. So I try to say something,
Yeah,
like I have an idea.
Because you have all these what language do you think in?
I think in English. But
yeah,
you think in English.
but to say it out
wondered
loud,
that.
it's more confusing maybe. I don't know.
Because English isn't your first language.
Yeah, no, it's not my first language, but I think in English and I dream in English and stuff. It's pretty, yeah, I don't know.
So, but do you have like times where it would switch into another language?
In my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. You know what, guys? Oh my God, this is actually so cool. Let me tell you. I had one dream in Italian. Can you believe that?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What, full on Italian?
It was like a short dream, like, like a short video, basically. It was just like simple stuff, and I don't really remember exactly what it was, but I think I was in a shop or something, and the man was saying something in Italian. Yeah, that was the dream.
Every time I think of Italy, I just think of Subway for some reason.
Subway?
You know, the spicy Italian.
What's Subway? Wait, what is Subway? The like food thing, the sandwich.
Yeah.
You think of Subway? Why?
Yeah, because they have this sandwich called spicy Italian, and we always get that one because it's pretty nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I don't know. I just like when you were mentioning Italy and stuff like that, I was just like, had that that sandwich in my head. But yeah.
Wow, that's nice. I think people will be delighted to know that you think of a whole country. Wait, you think of a sandwich when you think of the whole country. But actually, honestly,
don't you think that British humor is kind of like that though?
Yes. Oh my gosh, literally.
Yeah. Like compared to other countries, that humor is so dark.
Literally, oh my God, in
yeah,
what's that show called? The Office. In English, we literally study how English and politeness speeches and all of that. But our teacher was telling us to.
Oh, are you talking about the American Office or the English?
Yeah,
Office?
I'm getting to it. And then, so my teacher said, go and study.
I've only seen the American one.
Yes, that's what I watched as well. And my teacher said, go
it's quite funny.
what's it called? Research on it and see what type of language features they use, whatever. And then he said, yeah, you can do the American or the British one. And then so I watched an episode of the American one. And the thing is, I have seen it before because it's always on TV. My brother's always watching it. It's funny, but funny. Their comedy is more like pranks and it's more lighthearted. And then when I watched the British episode, it's like, oh my gosh, the humor is so
intense.
different.
Yeah, I've seen both.
Because I literally had to analyze this, and then I realized, okay,
it's just all about like depression.
It's more awkwardness. It's literally. I found myself laughing more at the British one.
Oh, because
the British one
you guys are British.
You couldn't relate it more to it more.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was.
I think Americans more like slapstick stuff.
Yeah, it was more like
Mr.
one
Bean,
time.
So you guys, obviously, you guys would get the British humor, obviously, because.
Yeah, that's why I think you find our humor a bit more dark because you're less used to it.
I think I used to I started getting the British humor, but now I don't really get it anymore because obviously it's been a while.
Seems like an outside
it's been a long time.
It seems quite.
I think I find the American one more funny.
in
Someone left.
production.
Oh, Joe left. I was gonna say.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
her Wi-Fi went.
I thought it was gonna be
Guys,
murder
Guys,
left.
my
yeah.
Wi-Fi. That would have been funny.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.